Hey guys, it's Threasto. Welcome back to another video. I know I haven't uploaded in a while, but today I'm going to be giving you my top 6 tips to beginner developers, and this will go for basically any sort of developer. Even if you've been developing from weeks to months to years, you could learn something from these tips. Hopefully you do. But anyways, without further ado, let's get into the video. Now please watch to the end of the video, guys. I have some really important tips that I want everyone to know, and they can really help you change how you look at development in general. But my first tip is stick to 1 or 2 things. So for example, don't go into developing expecting to do all these different things like building, modeling, scripting, UI, animations, all of this stuff. It's better to find something you're good at, or 2 things you're good at. Like building and modeling go really well together, but you can stick to building or you can just stick to modeling. But it's good to stick to 1 or 2 things instead of overloading yourself, and then you're not going to learn as much in one specific category. Now for what I did is I actually started as a builder, and for a couple of years I just did building, and only last year I started learning to model. So that really shows that if you put all your effort into sort of one category or one sort of specific thing, then you're going to learn more and you're going to develop more and you're going to get better and better. Now my second tip is understanding your tools, whether it's Roblox Studio, Blender, some sort of video editing software, some sort of sound editing software. No matter what it is, you want to understand the tools of your software and how to use them. For example, if you're in Studio and say you do building, you want to understand what you're using. So for example, if you're a builder, you're going to want to understand basically everything in the model tab for the most part. Like even if you don't think you're going to use stuff like constraints, you'll still end up using it probably. Like I've used constraints before and I had to learn how to use constraints, and that's something I wish I learned sooner, because I wouldn't have to learn it like last minute when I'm making something that needs constraints. For example, if you understand your keybinds, you're going to be able to work a lot faster and you're just going to be way more productive in general. Like for example, I see a lot of builders who don't use some of the best keybinds you should use. They'll always come up here, put a part down right, but to every time I see them, they'll go up here to move, and then they go up here to scale, and they scale it out, and then they go back to move. But if you just use your keybinds, then you can just quickly access everything. And that doesn't go just for moving everything, you can also do it like for renaming. My third tip is use resources like Developer API and DevForm. Here's the Roblox Developer API reference manual. This basically teaches you everything about Roblox, and this is really useful if you're learning scripting, or if you're a scripter in general. Like a lot of people just come here for scripting because it gives you like complete rundowns on how everything works in Roblox, and then basically just understanding a lot of what's on here can really help you become a better developer, especially in scripting. Now DevForm is super useful because not only can you share your creations, you can talk about development, you can get help for different errors or issues you have, you can get feedback, you can get support for things. It's really useful, and I definitely recommend trying to get a DevForm account, because that way you can actually make your own posts and that sort of thing. But you do have to be pretty active on there and read a lot of the posts, I think. I don't know exactly how you get accepted into it, but just keep using it and you'll eventually be on the DevForm. And my fourth tip is always plan things out. When you're starting a map, or if you're starting some sort of script, or if you're starting any sort of project, you want to kind of have something planned out, whether it's a visual plan like some sort of map layout or some sort of concept art, or if you just have a bunch of bullet points, some brainstormed ideas. Even like a Trello board or a Google Doc, things like those can help you organize everything and kind of like help you plan everything out, and then you can get kind of an idea in your head what you want it to be like before you start working on it. So say if you have ideas for things you want to add next or make next, you can add them to that sort of plan. But in general, just having a plan or some sort of idea or some sort of brainstorm, anything just to help you kind of understand what you want to do with your game or your project, super useful. Now my 5th tip, and this is an extremely important tip along with my 6th tip, which I'll get to in a second, but my 5th tip is don't take percent. If you're doing a commission or if you're joining like some sort of development team, don't take percent unless you can guarantee that you're going to make enough money back. The only time personally I would ever take percent is if I'm working on a project by myself and with one other person, or if somebody's hiring me that's pretty reputable, has a big following, has successful games in the past, has advertising, that sort of thing. Because if you're going to join some random nobody's kind of development team, then you're going to work with them and you're not even going to profit off of it if you take percent. I would always just take direct payment, whether that's Robux or USD or whatever. I would always just go for that, unless they have like they're reputable, they can get advertising, and make sure that the game actually does well and makes some money, so you're actually profiting off of that. But I think my next and final tip is actually more important, because my final tip is don't go into development expecting to make money. Now you may be like, oh wait, so you're just gonna become a developer not expect to make money? Like, well, that makes no sense, Threasto. Like, what are you talking about? Hear me out. The thing is, I see a lot of rookie developers get into developing and they just start making really basic beginner maps that don't look all that great, and they just want to make some money off it. There, so say like you have some sort of creation channel and like a server like Roblox, right? And you'll see all these beginner developers asking, how much can I sell this map for? How much can I sell this for? How much can I make off this and that, and how much money can they make, right? But the problem with that is if you're so focused and caught up on trying to make money and not actually looking to improve and get better developing or building or modeling or whatever, programming, whatever it be, like if you're just focused on the money, you're not really going to improve if you're just going to try to go after the money, right? That tip kind of helped me, because a long time ago I wanted to start developing. Like, I just developed for fun, but then I realized you can make money off it, and then for a time I just wanted to kind of make some money, until I finally realized that if I'm just doing this to get better and just doing it for fun and doing it to focus on myself and improving, then you're actually going to make a lot more money in the end, because more people are going to want to commission you, more people are going to want to hire you, a lot more people are going to see your work and that sort of thing. It can really help you make a lot more money in the end if you focus on getting better at developing or whatever you're doing, instead of just trying to jump headfirst into it to making a lot of money, because you're not going to make as much money that way. But anyways guys, if you did enjoy the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what I should do in the future. I do have some more videos planned for my upcoming game, but I have a lot to show off. Really excited to get that out. But remember, also join our Discord. We are trying to hit 100 members. At 100 members, we will do a giveaway. But anyways, thanks for watching. Peace.